What if your smart glasses could see where you are indoors in a massive mall or a big parking space with no GPS, and then tell you wherever you want to go? That's exactly what we're building today. With Meta Ray-Ban glasses plus MultiSet VPS running turn-by-turn navigation from the camera on your face. I'll walk you through the whole thing. The setup, the credentials, the live test, start to finish. Let's go. Okay, quick mental model on how this works, then we pit. First, the glasses stream the camera to your phone. From there, we grab a frame, send it to the multi-set VPS, and it answers one question. Where exactly is this camera in the real world? Multiset then resolves its position and orientation. Once the app knows where you are, it does two things. First is localization, which just shows your live position, and the second is navigation, which routes you to the point of interest with audio guidance with a 2D map to go along with it. That's the whole app. Now let's set it up. Okay, so before we get started, we have some prerequisites which we need to take care of. The first thing is Android Studio and JDK 17. Download the latest version and let's say make sure it has JDK 17 because that's what we need. And then we need our Android SDK. Then we need our Meta Ray-Ban glasses because this is what we need for this whole tutorial. The next thing is the Meta AI app, and make sure that you have the developer mode enabled there. The other thing is multi-set VPS credentials, which I will show you in a bit on how to get that. The other thing is GitHub personal access token. We need this because the Meta SDK, and then we need a mapped environment which we can scan using multi-set. Okay, once you have set up all your dependencies and installed all the applications that you need, now let's go to the very first step, which is getting credentials. So firstly, what we will do is we will go to developer.multiset.ai, and here on the left hand side, go click on credentials and then create a new one. It's pretty straightforward. Once you create a new one, it will give you an option to download or copy. So make sure you do that. I already have one created for myself, which is here called Wearables. So I'm just going to use that. The second thing you need is a GitHub access token. So let's go to GitHub and go to settings. Click on developer settings here. And here you will see personal access tokens. Click on tokens classic. And we are going to generate a new token classic here. I already have mine set up, but I'm going to show you how to do it. So give it some name. I'm just going to call it variable. And the only permission that we need here is read packages. So once we do that, we are going to generate token. Make sure you copy this token and keep this somewhere safe because this is what we are going to use in our project, and this is very important. So now that our creds are set up, what we want to do is we want to prepare navigation data for our app. So for that, we will need Unity and MultiSet's Unity SDK. So let's go ahead and copy the GitHub URL. Let's go to Unity and then click on Package Manager. And then on the plus icon, click on Install Package from Git URL. Now let's copy that here and it will automatically take care of and download everything. I already have it downloaded here for me. So once that is downloaded, make sure you go to samples and then import samples. So for now, what we are interested in is inside sample scenes, you will find something called navmesh export. So make sure you open that scene up. Okay, so once you open up the navmesh export scene, firstly, what we want to do is we want to set up this project to talk to the multiset backend. So click on multiset SDK manager and click on open multiset configuration. And here you want to put your client ID and client secret that you just downloaded. So once you have that, click on verify credentials and it will verify the credentials for you and the project for you. Okay, once we verify credentials, now we want to download the map and set up our navigation data. So let's go to map localization manager here. And then what you will see here is something called map or map set code. Here we want to put our map code because that's what we are going to use it. So let's go to developer.multiset.ai and in my maps, this is the map that I want to use. So I'm just going to copy this and then I'm going to paste it here. Once that is done, I'm going to go to map mesh downloader here and download mesh. That's going to load a mesh in my scene. And as you can see, it's a pretty big mesh. It's a pretty big map. This is actually my parking space. And I have actually already set up some points of interest. So here under navigation content and POIs, you will see I have POI 1, 2, 3. So these are all my points of interest that I want to set up navigation in between. So here you'll see this is core 2 and this is one more point of interest. It's called core 1 the other thing is point of interest 3. So this is the cycle rack, and then points of interest 4, which is my core 3. Now, because we want to set up navigation, so we really need to set up nav mesh, right? So now let's turn on the gizmos and see how the nav mesh looks. So now you can't really see the nav mesh here. So let's go ahead and under nav mesh surface, let's bake a nav mesh. Okay, that looks good. I think we have a good enough space, right? Now let's go to nav mesh export manager. Here you will see map mesh and points of interest. So my points of interest is already assigned. I want to set up my map mesh now. So I'm just going to drag this here. Once that is done, I have my effective map code. So I'm going to generate waypoints. It's going to set up the whole thing. It's going to say that generated 606 waypoints, or how many ever waypoints for your map. And then I'm going to export navigation data. And here you can see that the navigation data is exported. So just going to click OK. And then I'm going to go to exported data here. And then I'm going to open this up. This is my latest exported navigation data, which is a JSON. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this. And I'm going to open up Android Studio, where my project was. And under Android SRC, under Assets Navigation, I'm going to open up this folder here and then paste the new navigation data. I'll just delete the old one. Now I'm just going to make sure that the map code and my navigation data are properly aligned and they are the same, and I'm going to hit save. So that's how you prepare your navigation data and where exactly you put it. So I'm going to show you how to connect your glasses. Once your app is installed, go to settings and make sure your map code is correct. Save settings there, and if you scroll down now, you will see a button saying connect glasses. So once you click on that, you will get this option. Make sure your Bluetooth is turned on and then hit connect. Now your glasses are ready to go. Okay, this is our demo, and as you can see, I'm out in the parking space and I am scanning the space using my Meta glasses, as well as I have the phone in my hand. What I'm going to do is, let's say, first capture the first frame and start the navigation.
Capturing. Localization successful. Move forward. Move forward. Move forward. Move forward. Move forward.
So that was the whole tutorial, and I hope this was helpful, and I hope that now you can go ahead and build apps for your glasses. The main thing that I would like to point out is that this is not just navigation, but you can build a lot of different types of apps on our SDK on the Meta AI glasses. So if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below, and also join our Discord. We have a really vibrant community there, and we answer all of your questions there at any time. So thank you so much for watching the video, and we'll come back with a new video very soon.